our deployment package was created and let us to see what is our data warehouse, which we created, deployed from AnalyticsCreator. Then created the tabular OLAP cube. Oops, wait a moment. Stop. One more, please. Sorry, there is one error. Happens. I created the measure having this duplicated measure names. Let me check again. Created measure names. I will recreate my measures. Mount. Let's see. Okay. Save. I hope package. In the new deployment package, I will only deploy my tabular OLAP cube. Okay, OLAP cube was generated. Let's check. Exactly. Now we generated our OLAP cube too. And let's open our Visual Studio solution, which we generated, stored the temp directory here. Okay, this is our deployment solution. Or SQL Server Data Tools solution. This solution contains some integration service packages. For example, there is a workflow package. This workflow package will be used to execute, to run, to launch every other package in correct order. We have here the import package. This import package will be used to import all tables from the SAP. We use to import the data from the SAP, we use a datawarehouse connector, and you can see here, for example, this is a datawarehouse connector. To execute the packages which use datawarehouse connector, you need the datawarehouse license. Okay, historizing package. To historize the data, we use stored procedure, and here you can see the stored procedures will be executed. This is a persisting package to persist the data from the fact transformation, but just let's execute this workflow package. Oops, one moment, there is an error. That's it. Okay, sorry. Okay, it's one small. I created a new package and I deployed the package configuration. Okay. Let me just create new deployment package. Sorry, because I created the new deployment package and the according configuration table was not generated, and the location of the packages were overwritten, and therefore no problem, we will create the new deployment package. Sorry, now I have to restart AnalyticsCreator. Security It's expired. Sorry. No problem. It will just take 1 minute more. Okay. Again, sorry. Deploy. Now we will open, I hope, generate the correct deployment package. Everything should work, I hope now. Okay, the backpack file was generated. Backpack file will be deployed. Very well. OLAP cube was generated. Now the packages will be generated. It takes 1 or 2 minutes more. And okay, starting package is created. Import package. System. Okay, let's open the package. Okay, and now let's start package. Okay, the import package will be executed. Data will be imported from the SIP system. Okay, the biggest table, the second positions will be imported. Okay. Historization will be performed. Okay, persisting was performed. Ready. The data are loaded in our data warehouse. Let's check the data loaded into the data warehouse. Okay, we can see our tables are built up with the data from the SIP. Okay, what we have to do now, we will process our analytics service database. Processing progress, and okay, successfully. And let's create a small Power BI desktop report. Well, we'll get data from analysis services, database demo. What's the name of our database? Demo SIP. Demo SIP. Demo SIP, and here you can see this is our OLAP model. And let's create a small report. Okay, for example, company codes. We will take the name of the company. Okay, and measures. We will take some amount. Name. Amount. And document types. Pick. It's the name of my types. Wrong. Sorry. It should be. Okay. Instead of document type, let's take the customer, for example. Customer. Okay. Then let's take vendors. Okay, and so on. You can see, for example, we can change the company. You will see, for example, the Indian company is working with a specific customer. This is amount measure of specific. And so on. As I said, you can create your Power BI reports based on the data stored in this tabular OLAP model. For example, you can year and months stored only the data for the year 2030 and slicers 30, for example. Select the specific months and so on. This is a typical Power BI report, and you can see our data warehouse is which we create can be used to create Power BI reports. Now we created as a poor on-premise solution, and let's transfer this solution to the cloud. Okay, let's transfer this solution to the cloud, and to do that, one moment, I will check something. Text. I forgot to add one new property. This is this description property to our document typed. So description. Okay, and now I will create the new deployment package which will deploy our data warehouse into the cloud. I have nothing to change in the model. The same model which we deployed on premise can be deployed into the cloud, and I will create the new deployment package. One moment, one small thing. Doc types, I will create new attribute description and will store, change the display folder. Okay, and now deployment package, we will create a new deployment package, call it deploy Azure. Okay. And what we will do, we will create the deckpack file, we will deploy this deckpack file. We have our Azure SQL Server. Let me show it to you. We have an Azure SQL Server. On this SQL Server, we have an empty database called AV, where we will deploy our data warehouse into this database. This database is empty. You can see it. Okay, and now the server name of the database, AV, we use standard security. Okay, then we will generate OLAP cube. We have show you the Power BI, Microsoft Power BI workspace. This is an empty workspace called AV, and here in this workspace we will create a new data source. This data source we will generate now in AnalyticsCreator. This is a Power BI Premium, therefore we can access this Power BI Premium XML endpoint, and we will use this XML endpoint address here. The name, sorry, see the name, yeah, okay, SAP, but not demo SAP. I should add here my screen. So this is my Power BI login, and we will create 19, 2019. Sorry, here I have to use Power BI compatibility level. This is very important, and we will generate integration service packages. Okay, save and deploy. Okay, and now our model will be deployed into the cloud, except integration service packages. We will continue to use integration service packages because we will export the data from SAP, and unfortunately, okay, of course I can deploy the SSS packages into the Azure Data Factory, but if I'm not wrong, there is at the moment no integration service pipelines or data bricks which can be used to import the big amount of the data from the SAP systems. Therefore, we continue to use integration service packages to import the data from the SAP system, and we continue to use datawarehouse connector. Okay. If there is the Azure Data Factory pipeline, which will allow us to import the data from the SAP, we can use it, and then instead of integration service packages, we can use Azure Data Factory pipelines, which we can generate too. Okay, database now will be deployed. Takes a little bit time. Waiting. Let's take a look what happens on our server. Here we can see the deployment of the database is on performed. Unfortunately, our Azure database or our Azure server is pretty slow, but let's wait a little bit. Okay, during deployment is on progress. If you have questions, you can ask me. Unfortunately, we should wait a little bit till the deployment process is finished. Okay, then we are waiting. Usually it takes less time, but I don't know why now our SQL Server on Azure is pretty busy. I hope. I don't know, the deployment seems to be finished. The database seems to be, sorry, seems to be done, but, okay, it's finished, okay. OLAP cube was generated, packages now are generating. And okay, deployment is finished. Now, okay, it's my Visual Studio. We'll open Visual Studio again and open project. This is our last deployment project. And now execute my workflow package. Package. And now the data from my SAP system will be exported into the Azure database. For example, LFA table is already up. In LFA, and we can see the database on Azure is built up with the SAP data. Okay. The basic table, which the biggest table in our case. Okay, import is finished. Historization is Sorry, our Azure server today is pretty slow. I don't know why. Okay. And okay, our ETL process is ready. Okay, and now let's take a look on our Power BI workspace. In this workspace, we have the new data source. This is this demo SID which we generated right now. What we additionally have to do, we have to settings. We have to confirm the data source credentials. The credentials, I have only to click on sign in. Okay, and now let me refresh demo SID, and refreshing is in progress, and okay, data are refreshed in our Power BI on cloud. Okay, let me call Power BI desktop again. Okay. I connect my Power BI desktop to this cloud, our cloud Power BI. Very well. And here we have the same model stored in our Power BI. But let's try to create the report. Okay. Take document types, it's important. Types will work now. Wish. Exactly, we have this description which I forgot to add. And okay, we can take, for example, customer name. Vendors, and so on. This is a typical approach how to create the Power BI desktop report. Okay, customer. We not every, for example, we have some attributes like, for example, material, which is missing here, but we can continue, we can get this, for example, measure from the doc segments table. Let's take material. It's not the material dimension, but still material attribute. So material and count again. And here, for example, we can select all, what issues. You can see we've got issues where customer payments, for example, vendor documents. have here additional billing log transfers. So, okay, this is a typical Power BI report which you can create. But important is we deployed the same model which we used on premise. We deployed into the cloud. I can get this report, for example, and publish it on my Power BI. So and I publish it onto the Power BI, and now I can go to the Power BI, and I have here my test report, and okay, seems to work. Well, then one more feature I will show to you, which we created this year. This is a data export. For example, I will export some data from our data mart layer into the OLAP, to the Microsoft Blob storage. First, I have to create the new connector, add connector. This is the Azure Blob storage connector. We'll call it Blob, for example. Please add here our storage account and Azure key for our storage account. Save connection. We have the blob storage of Microsoft. Here on this blob storage, we have the SIP directory. This directory is empty now, and we will export some data from our SIP data warehouse to this directory as flat file. And how we can do that? We can, for example, take this KNA1 or customer table, data mart layer, and add export. We will store the data in the SIP.customer. SIP, this is a directory name, and customer, this is the name of the table. Sorry, wrong. This is a connector, of course. Connector is blob. The target, this is a customer. We have to create export package, X1, for example. Finish. Okay. And additionally, we will export, for example, the vendor's data and export target SIP vendors. And the same package X1. Okay, stop. Let me synchronize my data warehouse to refresh the diagram. Okay, now I have this two export tasks, which will export my objects from the data mart layer into the flat files, sub-customers and sub-vendors. Okay, let me create the deployment package. Okay. Okay, here it is not necessary to create backpack now. It is not necessary to create to generate OLAP cube. I only will generate my workflow package and export package. Okay, I will only generate my packages. Okay. Let me check something, but I hope let's try. Okay, file, and solution. This is a new project which we generated. You can see here is a new package, export package, and the workflow package. This export package here will be executed. Okay. Execute this export package. Sure, but let's try. That's wait one moment. I have one. It's an error. One moment. There is something wrong. Okay. Okay, sorry. Problem is our is the configuration one. And this is configurations. Oh, let me do it another way. So, okay, there is something wrong. Sorry. Okay, wait a moment. It should work. Let me do the same on premise. It should work. Sorry, there is something wrong with the export. Anyway, we can export the data. I don't know why it is not working now. I should check. We can generate the export packages using these export packages. We can export the data to the Azure Blob Storage or to any other data base. Wait a moment, that should work on something. I don't know why, but our package cannot be connected to our blob storage. Is I don't know why it's not working now. Sorry. Okay, I hope it's working now. Maybe now. Package. There is still something wrong with our server. I don't know. I cannot connect to our server now. There's something wrong with Azure server. But wait, maybe I can do the same with on-premise. Premise. Execute package. sorry, still the same error. I cannot connect to our blob storage. There is something wrong. Our blob storage is not working. I don't know why. No, sorry, we have some problems with our Azure Blob Storage. We have to check why it is not working. But as I said, we can generate the export packages, and you can export your data into any database or into the flat files to the blob storage, Azure Blob Storage, using this export functionality. Sorry, the demo I cannot show how it works because our blob storage is out of order now. Okay, I think my demonstration is complete, and if you have questions, you can ask me.
We have a question from Tarek. He's asking you, could you show again where those Power BI measures are set up in AnalyticsCreator, please?
Okay, regarding the measures, for example, I can here, this is my fact transformation, yes, and here are the measures, and here I can create the measures using the tabular statement for DAX statements. For example, I will add the new measure, count rows, and here I should enter the statement tabular, count, for example, count rows from the table bookings, and this is just a tabular statement, and we can either use the well-known aggregates like sum, min, max, distinct count, and so on, or you can create your own tabular statements here to create the measures and use the index statements here.
Good. Are there some other questions around?
And during other demos, I will try to repair our blob storage, and maybe at the end of our today I can show you how the export works. I will repair it. Well, we created this export to definition. We will export two files with customer and vendor informations. We generated integration service packages, but the packages didn't work because our blob storage was out of order. I turned it either on, and now I executed our workflow package containing other packages, and you can see the export was on. And now in our blob storage, there are two files, customers and vendors, and I can take a look. Vendor file, for example, and I can see this is a CSV file containing this containing the vendor information. This is how how the export works. For Azure Blob Storage, you can decide in which format you will store your information. It supports CSV, raw, and Parquet file types. You can use these free file formats. Okay. As I said, this export functionality, this is the new functionality of AnalyticsCreator, which we developed in this year. It's very interesting and very important functionality. You can really export the data from AnalyticsCreator into the almost every database or the flat files into the Azure Blob Storage. And you can, for example, export your data into the source database too, to create some kind of you can export the data into your source database, no problem too. And our customers use this functionality to export the data from the data warehouses into the other databases. Sometimes it's really very interesting. And maybe one more thing, I modified this Power BI report, which I generated here, and let me show it to you how it can looks like. This is we exported the data from from SAP FI and controlling system into our Power BI model, and here you can see, for example, let's take a look on customer payments. So we can see the payments or issues, or I don't know. This is a pretty typical report. For example, I will understand what happens with the specific material. I don't know, this compound TB, and I can see there are different document types related to this material. Let me check only, for example, this receipts. There is only one vendor, and there are all documents related to this specific material. This is a pretty common report, but it is really very easy to create using AnalyticsCreator such data warehouses, such Power BI models, which can provide you with such report. Well, that's all.